Coronation Street fans are convinced they know the true identity of Lisa Swain's sister after the soap confirmed her existence in a recent episode. Coronation Street viewers believe they figured out the true identity of Lisa Swain's sister, who is thought to be a former resident of the Cobbles. Lisa, played by Vicky Myers, first appeared on the soap in 2021, with her mischievous daughter Betsy, Sidney Martin, making her debut earlier in 2024. Little is known about Lisa's history, except that her wife and fellow police officer, Becky, tragically died on duty in 2021. As per Lisa's account, Becky was pursuing a suspect who jumped into a getaway car. Tragically, they ran her over, resulting in Becky's death at the scene. However, Lisa has been having a tough time recently. In May, she was heartbroken when her colleague Craig Tinker, Colson Smith, was brutally killed. His death clearly stirred up some painful memories from her past, reminding her of Becky. Moreover, Lisa confided in her new partner Carla, Allison King, that Becky was under investigation for corruption before her death, which put a strain on their relationship, reports Leicestershire Live. Following Craig's death, Lisa's superior noticed her struggle and assigned her to desk duty, also insisting she attend therapy sessions, much to her chagrin. In Wednesday's episode, 10th July, Lisa had her first therapy session, and it was evident she wasn't keen on opening up. Lisa told the therapist she expected to lie down on a chaise lounge and yap about how your parents love your sister more than you, before revealing she was the favorite. Coronation Street enthusiasts are abuzz with speculation, as recent plot developments suggest Lisa has a secret sibling, sending fans into a frenzy of detective work. Excitement sparked on a Coronation Street Facebook fan page, with one sleuth posting, "So Lisa has a sister." Another fan put forth a theory, hinting at the return of a familiar face, positing, "I'm thinking Becky McDonald." Agreement quickly surfaced among the community, with comments like, "Yes, so," endorsing the sentiment. Continuing the chorus, a fellow viewer speculated, "It would be a great way to get her back." Becky returned looming then. The predictions gained momentum, with another fan asserting, 100%. Becky, portrayed by Catherine Kelly, first graced the Cobbles in 2006, leaving an indelible mark with her stint that covered everything from her wedding to Steve McDonald, poignantly portrayed by Simon Gregson, to the emotional weight of miscarriages and ambitions for motherhood. However, in 2012, Catherine Kelly's departure to start a fresh chapter in Barbados left a void when she bid farewell after captivating the audience for 6 years. Coronation Street viewers were left reeling last night after the soap finally acknowledged that Detective Inspector Lisa Swain, Vicky Myers, has a sister. In a therapy scene that dropped more than one bombshell, Lisa quipped that she was the favorite child. Proof enough, fans say, that her elusive sibling could be none other than a Weatherfield legend who hasn't been seen on the Cobbles since 2012. With just a handful of lines of dialogue, Coronation Street's writers have lit a fire of speculation across social media. On dedicated Facebook pages and fan forums, thousands of comments are flooding in from viewers convinced that the long-missed Becky McDonald, played by Catherine Kelly from 2006 to 2012, is about to stride back into the Rover's return. If true, it would mark one of the most spectacular legacy returns in soap history, reuniting two iconic BKs and unlocking a wealth of dramatic possibilities. It was during Wednesday's episode, 10th July, that the revelation dropped. In her first mandated therapy session, Lisa bristled at the therapist's invitation to lie back and yap about how your parents love your sister more than you. With steely calm, she admitted, "That would sting, wouldn't it? Because I was their favorite." The slip was brief, but in soaps, few things are accidental. Fans immediately pounced on the line. "She wouldn't say your parents love your sister more than you, unless that sister was a known face," argued one ardent viewer on the Coronation Street Fanatics Facebook group. Another added, "Becky McDonald fits perfectly, same quick wit, same cheeky DNA." Within minutes, the group's membership surged as loyalists, casual watchers, and curious passers-by weighed in. Online chatter quickly coalesced around three key arguments. Becky is already a beloved character, so connecting Lisa to her would have maximum impact. Becky left Weatherfield in late 2012, exactly 13 years ago in Showtime, giving writers the perfect hiatus for a dramatic homecoming. The notion of two Beckys reuniting, one a born Swain, the other a chosen McDonald, has a poetic symmetry that fans can't resist. In a poll that closed this morning, over 84% of respondents selected Becky McDonald as Lisa's likely sister, with just 16% believing the sibling might be a brand new character. The momentum is unmistakable. Fans want their Becky back. To appreciate the scale of anticipation, it helps to revisit Becky McDonald's 6-year tenure on Coronation Street. Arriving in December 2006, Becky was introduced as a tough-talking barmaid at the Rover's return, with a sharp tongue, a haunted past, and a soft spot for Steve McDonald, Simon Gregson. Over countless scenes, the duo's roller coaster romance, peppered with miscarriages, secrets, and reconciliations, became one of the soap's most enduring love stories. Catherine Kelly's performance won her multiple awards, including the British Soap Award for Best Actress in 2011. Viewers empathized with Becky's struggles, her fight to escape a violent ex, her yearning for a family, and her determination to reinvent herself, no matter the cost. By the time she departed for Barbados in 2012, Becky had transcended her soap origins to become a cultural touchstone. Her exit scene was both triumphant and wistful, a tearful farewell with Steve, punctuated by the promise of new beginnings and the tacit assurance that, should fate or ratings require, she could always return. Plotting Becky's re-emergence after more than a decade off-screen is no small feat, but Coronation Street's veteran writing team has a track record of deftly weaving character histories with fresh narratives. Here are some plausible scenarios. A sudden crisis, perhaps a health scare or legal trouble, could compel Becky to return to the UK. Lisa's revelation in therapy would thus foreshadow her sister that Lisa hasn't seen in years, giving them a chance to bridge old divides. Fans have speculated that lingering questions around Becky Swain's corruption investigation, alluded to during Lisa's grief arc, could draw her sister to Weatherfield, determined to defend or disprove the allegations against her former partner and Lisa's late wife. Steve McDonald remains on the cobbles, and his unresolved feelings for Becky could add layers of tension to any reunion. Meanwhile, Lisa's relationship with Carla Connor, Alison King, would inevitably shift under the weight of sisterly dynamics. As a high-ranking detective, Lisa could find herself working on a case that intersects with her sister's undisclosed past, thrusting both siblings back into the glare of tabloid scrutiny and Weatherfield gossip. Each scenario offers writers the chance to juggle nostalgia with novelty, satisfying long-term fans while introducing the Beckys to a new generation of viewers. While the majority of viewers have rallied behind the Becky theory, a vocal minority urges caution. Detractors worry that a return might feel contrived or undermine Lisa's own established arc. One comment on a popular Reddit thread reads, "I love Becky, but Coronation Street already has so many storylines. Why tank the integrity of Lisa's trauma for a rating stunt?" Others propose alternative candidates. Suggestions have ranged from a brand new sibling, one with no prior soap lineage, or even a crossover from another ITV drama. Yet these theories lack the emotional heft that Becky's homecoming promises. Social media has also seen playful tributes. #BringBackBecky trended on Twitter UK yesterday, trending for nearly 4 hours. Fans shared memes juxtaposing Lisa's stone-faced expressions with iconic Becky moments, fueling further speculation and anticipation for official confirmation. To date, neither ITV nor Coronation Street's producers have officially commented on the sisters' identity. In a brief statement to Entertainment Weekly this morning, executive producer Ian McLeod said only, "We're thrilled at the response to Lisa's storyline. Coronation Street has always prided itself on rich character connections, And we're exploring some very exciting possibilities. The deliberately vague line has done little to quell rumors. If anything, it has stoked them further. Insiders suggest that shooting schedules for late July and early August have been adjusted, perhaps to accommodate the return of a high-profile actress. Meanwhile, Catherine Kelly has remained conspicuously silent on social platforms. Her last Instagram post, on 15th June, featured a throwback to 2010 and the caption, "Never say never." Fans have taken that cryptic message as gospel proof that she's on her way back to Weatherfield.